Hi, everybody, and welcome to Cope with Hope. This is Nandini Sen, and it gives me great pleasure to be talking to Shreans today. Actually, he's going to be doing all the talking. He is a master of manifestation and a breathwork coach, and he's been in this line for 20 years now. So, Shreans, thank you so much for agreeing to do this. I think you're an amazing teacher, and I just had such a wonderful time learning from you. And I'll never forget in my first session, you said, if it doesn't evolve you, it doesn't involve you. And that just changed my life during the pandemic. So I really thank you so much for agreeing to
Thank you.
do
Thank you,
this.
Leslie. It's really
And
my
this is
pleasure
actually a
today.
sneak peek into Shreyans's lovely course starting next Wednesday, the 26th. So Shreyans, tell the audience, what brought you here? What started your journey?
All right. So my journey started in 1997. So 93, my father had passed away. I was 19. I was in a college, having fun, enjoying. I was in Sydenham, second year college, partying, dating. You know how the carefree life completely. And then all of a sudden I hear that my father passed away. And it was very sudden. It was a shock to the whole family. And next 3 years went by in a daze. I slipped into depression. I was not able to cope up with the grief, anxiety, insecurities. And after 3 years, then I was detected of chest TB, chest tuberculosis. And that was a time when I really broke down and I sought help. I really needed some guidance, some help. And I remember I spoke to my sister, and my sister told me there's a meditation teacher who is coming to Bombay. So coincidentally, he's coming tomorrow. So can he stay with you? I said, why not? And that happened to be Brahmashi Patriji, who is the founder of Pyramid Spiritual Societies movement, which now I'm very closely associated with. And then he stayed with me, and he saw me taking medicines. The TB medicines, I started that day only. And he told me, then he asked me, why are you taking medicine? I said, sir, I've gotten TB, I'm going through grief, and I don't know how to cope up, and now I've gotten this TB, so that's why I'm taking this medicines. So he said, that's why I'm here today. And your TB is like your fire alarm, but your real fire is your grief. So by taking medicine, you're only suppressing, you're only shutting the alarm. But the real issue is your emotional issue, which is your grief or anxiety or fear. Unless you deal with that, unless you heal that, you're not really healed. So I told him, but I don't know any other way to heal myself. So that's what he said, that's why I'm here. And first time I meditated with him, I remember first time I meditated around for 40 minutes with him. I was playing beautiful flute. And I had a strong sensation of energy flowing into my chest. And after 40 minutes, when I opened my eyes, I was feeling so relaxed, calm, peaceful. It was such a profound feeling. I could never forget that. And then he told me, if you meditate for next 40 days, you don't need to take any medicines. You can heal yourself. And because that feeling was so amazing, which I had forgotten in the last 3 years, I gave him a commitment, okay, sir, I'll give my best. I'll meditate for next 40 days. And I decided that I will not take medicines. And then I got so hooked on to meditation that I remember I was meditating for even six hours in a day, of course in intervals, but I was enjoying it so much. I got something to hook on to, and which I was really enjoying it. But anyways, I had cut off from all my social life, so I had all the time. So I was really enjoying it. And after 30 days, after a month, I was due for my chest X-ray. And I got my X-ray done, and I showed it to the doctor, the TB was completely gone. And that was the turning point of my life, because that was the first time I realized that how we can heal ourselves. Simple technique of meditation, just observing your breath, I could heal myself. And then I realized not only I healed myself physically, but actually I was emotionally much better. I was no more carrying any anxiety fears. In fact, I had much more. I was a lot of confidence. I had much more clarity, and then then I decided that I would, and then it became meditation became such a part of my life that could not start my day without meditation because I was so hooked on to it. And slowly, I realized that I got back to my social life, get, got back to my friends, and in fact, my relationship became much more meaningful. I would have clear clarity whom whom I want to continue my relationship, whom I do not want to continue. I started going to for my work, office, and then I realized that whatever I was trying, whatever I was visualizing, or whatever I was thinking, I was able to manifest in my life. And it was very coming with a lot of effortless ease, and that's how my journey started. But then again, I realized that not only the lot of things which I tried too hard, I was not able to manifest. And then I was wondering if meditation is a science. I was practicing creative visualization. If visualization is a science, then why is it working for few things, and why is it not working for few other things? And that started my research in quantum physics, neuroscience, brainwaves, chakras, uh, how meditation impacts us at a biological level, at neurological level, at a epigenetic level. And when I studied all that, that's when I got my answer. And I
Wow.
studied from all
So
the
were you a
masters.
science student in school because
No,
you
no, no, no.
understand the
I was
breakdown of
not a
this so
science student.
well? No?
No, no, no.
But you explain everything so scientifically and so logically, and yet you're dealing with a vast subject that often is beyond explanation. And yet, I've seen in your class, I think it's your passion. Would you say it's your passion?
Yeah, it's my passion, and then it's just last 3 years I started teaching. I mean, before that honestly I'm still learning. I'm also learning while I'm teaching. So it's a journey for me. Also, it's work in progress. Honestly, yeah.
That's a lovely way of putting it, Shreyans. When we do the course with you, it's so mesmerizing when you're up there telling us these really very easy things in such a smooth and wonderful way. And would you say it's the meditation that opened something in you that completely changed your life? And that's probably the explanation of even when you wanted something, you just got it. Would you say it's that peace and that inner joy that you felt that connected you to God?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, for me, whether it is my financial success or relationships or health, everything, I really owe it to meditation. I mean, I feel I'm so blessed that um, I was introduced to meditation at an early age. In fact, I blessed my TB. Because of TB, I got into meditation and that transformed my life. So, so I mean, I believe that meditation is not just for meditation. It's a real science. A lot of time when I started meditating, that time I remember my family used to tell me, "This is not your age to meditate. This is your age to work." So I said that time, if you're doing puja, it was fine, but meditation, no ways. But I feel it's real science, because whatever we do in our life, right? We do it for emotional payoff. If I at that time I was doing CA, so if I become a CA, then I'll be happy. If I make so much of money in my business, I'll be happy. Or at different stages of life, we have different goals, different things we want to achieve. But our bottom line is we are seeking happiness, joy, abundance, peace. And we believe that all that is dependent on outside, right? We are conditioned to believe through our social conditioning, through education, that our happiness depends on outside. But when you meditate, you realize when you connect to your inner source, and then you realize that your source is the ultimate resource. You don't need to depend on for your happiness outside. Your happiness is actually your true nature. When you remove these clouds of social conditioning, and then you connect to your source. Then you connect to your inner light, and then you can receive that light, and then you can then you experience a true nature, which is joy, happiness. You're happy for no reason. You are just joyful for no reason, and you feel confident. You have a lot of clarity. You have a lot of insights. You develop intuition, and then when you wake up from meditation, you have an impulse to make the right choice. You because life is all about choices. So you will make the right choice, and then you realize that you meet the right people at the right time. You're at the right place, and life just manifests effortlessly, right?
Wow.
So, and that has been my journey, and what I've experienced, that the way the law of attraction works is, what you feel about is what you bring about in our life. See, a lot of people, a lot of times we talk about think positive, think positive, think positive. But but most of the times, we are thinking positive, but we are feeling negative. We are thinking abundance, but we are feeling lack.
Yes.
We are thinking of a great relationship, but we are feeling broken or hurt or resentful. So the challenge is, or the reason the why we are not able to manifest what we want, is because we are not able to marry our thoughts with those corresponding emotions, with those elevated emotions.
What you're
So,
saying is very important. Very often you feel so much anxiety that, oh, I'm thinking positive, am I thinking positive, am I thinking positive? But in your heart, you're feeling so broken and sad. Ke, oh my God, is it really going to happen? You doubt. There's that little doubt, there's a little worry. So what you say is so important, that your heart has to feel that too. Your heart has to feel that wonderful feeling of joy, and I like that you teach us in your course, that's the most important.
right.
What you feel, that you attract to you,
Yeah,
that's
your
lovely.
feeling, I say the feelings are equal to prayers. What you're feeling is that's what you're praying for. So that is your vibration output to the universe. And and how you think and how you feel, because your thoughts carry an electric charge and feelings carry the magnetic charge. And how you think and how you feel, you broadcast an electromagnetic signature into the quantum field or into the universe. And that's how you draw the event into your life.
So would you say that's vibration, that electromagnetic field?
Absolutely. That's your vibration output. That is how you're shifting your energy. And whatever is your vibration output, actually the universe is only matching that. The universe is only a feedback mechanism. It's only whatever is your vibration output, the universe is only giving you the evidence of that, through the means of people, places, things, time, and event. All that is just an evidence of what you are within.
So, Shreyans, I love your mission. Your mission is to empower as many people as possible, to bring them to abundance, to love, and to joy. When would you say that this became your mission? When did this become your mission? That you got all this in your heart, you saw the change in your life, you saw the happiness and the joy that you received and perceived. But when did you decide, कि, okay, ठीक है, I want to give it out there also?
So 90 since 97, I've been in this. But that time I was also in my learning stage, which of course I am even now. But but that time I used to organize workshops of all the masters. I used to help all the spiritual teachers to spread their wisdom, and that's how we started a spiritual center in Bangalore by the name of Pyramid Valley International, where every year we hold a global conference of spiritual scientists from all around the world. And so I was always organizing workshops while I was busy with my work, and this used to be my passion. But until 3 years back, then I decided that money making is no more exciting me. I mean, it's no more giving me that joy, and uh, that emotional payoff is no more there, because now it's just only adding numbers, and it's not really changing my lifestyle. It's not really changing anything. It's just that I'm living my addiction. And I realized that what gives me real joy is spirituality. And a friend of mine, Rishabh, then he said, you have transformed so many lives around you. Now, why don't you start teaching it? And I said, then I took the plunge. And for
And
six
you give
months, I
us
was
the joy
teaching.
now also. That's one thing in your course, guys, you must join because it gives you so much joy. Really, you're a spreader of joy, both you and Varun. We got so much joy because you made this into your mission. It's really wonderful, Shreyans.
It's a pleasure. When you see others transforming, and honestly, when I believe that when you're teaching, you also transform a lot because when you're teaching, it also comes with a lot of responsibility. You can't teach and not live that. So it also so it become more you become much more conscious of your thought patterns, your unconscious beliefs, and so I feel it is helping me also. So it's both ways. I'm transforming others while transforming myself. So it's
It's a
amazing.
two-way street. And tell me, in your course, you teach a lot about the brain coherence and heart coherence and quantum physics, and Varun teaches what he brings into it as well. And then you teach us about like ego and relationships and karma. What made you work out the the topics of what you teach for this 28 days, to the holistic
So
topics of what you teach?
yeah, so I am only teaching in terms of manifestation or I've attended a lot of workshops, a lot of different masters, the best of the teachers from around the world. So what I've tried to do is, I mean, it's not like it's my original course. It's just that I've picked the wisdom from everyone and distilled that information, put it in a structured format, and I'm trying to give what I'm trying to give is so that they have the world class knowledge, the world class information,
Yes,
along with scientific evidence, experiments, all the research in a very structured way, and it should be a complete information. Because if you talk only about manifestation, but if you don't discuss relationship or understand the consciousness or understand our soul plans, soul contracts, or so unless you or transgenerational impact on a life, so transgenerational healing. So if it is manifestation, it has to be on all levels, right? It's to be whether it is financial, health-wise, or relationship. It has to be in all levels. So that's what I'm trying to teach the in this 28-day workshop, and it is experiential. It is not. But at the end, I mean, words don't teach in a way. Today, whoever is listening will forget after 5 days what you heard. But if you experience it through the help
yes.
of meditation and really transform that your emotional state and really feel that joy, that happiness, what I'm trying to teach. If you really experience it, then it turns into a long-term memory, and then you'll remember it, and then you'll be inspired. Then you'll be motivated to to practice and do it again and again. So that's why we have combined this 28 days with a lot of knowledge, information, and with experience.
Wow. I mean, that was fantastically put. I like the fact that there's structure and knowledge, and then you just go out there and meditate and get into the space of spaciousness. So there's a balance of both the doing and the being, the
Right.
human and the being. That's
Absolutely.
wonderful, Shreyans, really. There are two questions I've just seen. One person says, how can they heal their insecurities with this course? Can you give them a little insight into that?
Sure. So, when we are faced with how do we get these insecurities, first thing we have to understand where is it coming from? How do we, how, our true nature is not insecure. Our true nature is love, joy, happiness, abundance. But then why are we getting insecurities? See, the thing is, when we are faced with life challenges, as we grow up, whether it is starting with your schooling, your exams are there, your fear of failure, your fear of there's competition around you, and as you grow up, you go into the world, you have to make money, and so at different times we lose our loved ones, so we go through life challenges, we go through trauma, and these emotions are actually stored in our body. We 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 think that we have survived and then we have moved on, but actually these emotions are a part of our memory bank, and the body stores this memory. So it is not just on a psychological level, or it is just not on a mental plane. It is physically we are storing this on a physiological level. We are storing these memories in our body. In fact, our body is a memory bank of all these emotions. So when when a similar situation happens in our life, or anything that triggers that situation, then the lifetimes of trauma or insecurity or fear will come up. And you wonder, why am I feeling like this? Why am I the situation, logically you know that the situation can be resolvable, but the whole fear comes up. So first we have to understand this, and make our first we have to become conscious of your unconscious thoughts, beliefs, patterns. And and meditation is one powerful tool to transcend these emotions, to transform these emotions, right? And that's why, because even if you know it, the very act of knowing will make you. And when you are going through these emotions, if you become aware of those, it will one is it will lower the volume to those emotions. It will it's automatically, the very act of awareness helps it lose its intensity. And along with it, when we do meditation, then without in any efforts, without even thinking of your insecurities, without even knowing what you have, because there's so much. How much do we know? How much can we know? So very effortlessly you lose all this, all these insecurities, fears, grief, or lack of self-worth, or the fear of death. So, and then what you experience is pure joy. It's like somebody asked Buddha, after he attained enlightenment, when he was teaching meditation. Somebody asked Buddha, what did you gain by meditation? He said, I did not gain anything. I lost everything. I lost my anger, I lost my fear, I lost my joy, I lost my fear of death, and I lost my grief, my sadness. And when I lost all these things, what remained is pure joy, pure happiness, which was my true nature. And so I only reconnected with my true nature. So, and that's what it is. It is not that we are going to get joy or get happiness
Have it.
or get peace. It's just that it's already there. It is just we have to reconnect. And for that, we need to, for a short while through meditation, we disconnect to reconnect.
You had a lovely quote: when the ego weeps, the soul rejoices. You
Yes.
had a
When the
lovely
ego
one.
means
There
what
are
it
so
has
many
lost,
beautiful quotes in your course. When the
yeah,
ego
when the
weeps, the
ego
soul
means what it has
rejoices.
lost, the soul rejoices in what it has gained. Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful.
You
And
remember, you
another
remember
person
everything.
said over here, yeah, that how do you heal your relationships? Come and do the
So
course.
again, relationship is more about, we always see relationship as an external thing, but relationship is about how you relate to yourself, and your relationship outside is a feedback mechanism. It is only trying to tell you what you need to work on yourself. Something, say some relation is triggering you. So triggers are our best healing mechanism. They're only trying to teach you what is that what is that part of the emotion which needs to be healed, which needs to be which needs your attention, which needs your love, your compassion. And once you heal that, once you heal your inner relationship, your relationship with yourself, then the relationship outside will magically transform. Because outside is only a mirror, it's only a reflection of your own self. Your relationship is only a mirrors. And so when things change inside you, things change around you, right? What you feeling at that state produces that state. So that the idea is to transform your emotions, transform your. A lot of people are seeking love from outside, but if you go deep down, it is about lack of. They're not giving self love. And I feel meditation is the best gift you can give of yourself. It's the best act of self-love. That is the time you are giving to yourself to
Yes.
reconnect with your nature. And once you heal your relationship with yourself, then the outside relationship will naturally heal. It is just a reflection, because there is no exception to law of attraction. I cannot say that law of attraction will work for you, it will not work for me. It's like law of gravity. It's not like, if you will walk on the floor, and if I start walking, I'll walk in the air. So the law of gravity works for everyone. So is the law of attraction. So it's just, and the way the law of attraction is, it's only, it's only, um, it's only The law of attraction is basically a feedback mechanism. It's only matching whatever you are resonating. What is your emotional output? It is you're only magnetizing or gravitating that into your life through your relationships or through your financial health, through your physical health. All that is only that reflection.
So would you say with meditation, it heals you so much, you become like a magnet for all the good things in life?
Absolutely. And not only good things, whether, see, anyways, we are creating whatever we have in our life today, right, wrong, good, bad. Again, it's the perception, but whatever we have is, anyways, our creation. It's just that we created that unconsciously. And now we are learning how to become a conscious manifester. Rather than living a life of cause and effect, where the cause is outside and having an effect inside, we can be causing an effect. So how we live a life. Basically, if there's a condition outside, we'll have a corresponding emotion. If the conditions are good, we are feeling happy. If the conditions are challenging or traumatic, we are feeling anxiety or fear or pain. So basically, our outside condition is influencing the physical condition is influencing our psychological and emotional state. Now, the way of the law of attraction works is, or as a human beings, we have the power to have the power to reverse this situation. We don't need to depend. If we can change our psychological and emotional condition, emotional state, then the physical condition will change. Right? So rather than waiting for the physical condition to change, if we learn how to transform our psychological and emotional condition, then the physical condition will automatically transform. So rather than living a life of cause and effect, we can be causing an effect. And that is the power we have. Through the power of our thoughts, feelings, imaginations, words, actions, that's how we can transform ourselves and the world around us.
So would you say your course is like a comprehensive Bible, a comprehensive text, a comprehensive tool for conscious living? The whole course is that. You've put together
I think,
this
yeah, you rightly said,
amazing
it's all about conscious
28-day
living.
course where you've covered
It's all about
everything.
consciousness. It's all about, the truth is, it's a consciousness which creates. See, the whole outside world is actually our consciousness objectified.
Yes.
Our whole vast world is our consciousness objectified. The way we live our life internally, that's how the life expresses itself externally. And that's how we experience life.
Beautiful.
So the whole workshop is about transforming your thoughts, emotions, and transforming yourself at that consciousness level. Because we are so much obsessed with doing, and we struggle in this three-dimensional reality of time and space, and so we don't use our consciousness to create what we want. We use even our intellectual mind to create what we want, and that's why we believe in hard work and no pain, no gain. Only if you work hard, you'll make money, or you can draw abundance in your life. But the truth is, we don't need to work hard. If we work, if we manifest from the state of consciousness, then then we're in a state of flow. Then life will manifest itself effortlessly. Then everything happens with effortless ease. So it's hard work versus smart work. So let me show you. So like this is a pyramid, right?
Yeah.
So how we live our life is like, the bottom of a pyramid is a three-dimensional reality of time and space. So here it's all about hard work, matter trying to change matter. We are more matter, less energy. But as with the help of meditation, so here the journey is horizontal. Here past, present, and future is horizontal. But the journey is vertical. It's not linear. It's vertical. So with meditation, you change your vibrational frequency. Which you change. You are now, and when in that state, when you visualize what you want in your life, then at that state when you sow the intention, then 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 you're changing then you are changing it at the quantum field, and everything came from that quantum field. So why not create at that level? And when you change from that level, then the physical manifestation follows. Basically our vibration precedes manifestation. So why not change our vibration so that the manifestation follows? Anyways, our vibration precedes manifestation. And what I am trying to teach is not actually physical manifestation. Physical manifestation is only a byproduct. What we are focusing on emotional manifestation. If you can manifest emotionally, physical manifestation will follow. That is the side effect. That is going to happen. And then if you are manifested emotionally, then we don't even wait for that thing to happen, because that emotional payoff you're anyways getting now.
Yeah.
Right?
I love this, Shreans. Physical manifestation is only a byproduct, because this is it so much joy. Wow. So it's internally changing, and then external life is just
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah. I believe it's hard work versus smart work,
Smart work.
And a lot of times people tell me, Shreyans, I don't get time for meditation. And I tell them that's why you need to do it. Because meditation is actually a time-saving device.
Exactly.
Imagine 5% of time spent in meditation can improve 95% quality of your time.
Absolutely.
And we're so focused on, as an entrepreneur, I mean, we always talk about time management, but I believe energy management is much more important than time management. So why not spend like first start of the day 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes in changing energy, and then start your day, so that whatever you'll do better. You'll make the right choice. You'll do with a lot of clarity. You'll be much more intuitively guided to make the right decisions. And because we always think equal to our emotional state. We always make choices as per our emotional state. If you're in a state of flight and fight mode and anger and fear and anxiety, you'll always tend to make a wrong choice. But if you're calm, peaceful, relaxed, joyful, you'll make a different choice, right? So whether we are making a choice from our old sufferings, what we have accumulated through our life survival, or we are making a choice from a true nature. That is a choice. And that's why to start a day with meditation, then you change the energy level. And then whatever you'll do it better. So that's why meditation is actually a time-saving device. What you may otherwise achieve in 10 years, or you may not even achieve, you will certainly manifest in maybe in a year's time, 6 months' time, and much more than what you probably have thought about. This is the magic of meditation.
Magic of meditation. So Shreya, somebody has just asked, can you just give a light, short sort of explanation of the topics of the 28-day course?
Okay, so I don't have it right now in front of me, but I will covering basically how we have to learn first breaking the habit of being ourselves, how we are living the memories of the past, how we need to learn to break the habit of being ourselves, then the neuroscience, how the neuroscience works, how the brain waves works, how the chakras work, then and for all these topics, I will be doing a meditation which is related to that topic. So and then topic on manifestation, creative visualization, then on relationships, then on transgenerational healing, soul contract, soul evolution. So we'll cover the whole gamut of consciousness, but all very scientific evidence, very scientific based. So whether you are been a regular meditator, or you've been into spirituality, or you're a complete atheist, or you've never meditated before, this course is for both. As long as you're open mind, as long as you have a scientific bent of mind, and you are open to experience, and dedicated. All I need is to dedicate your commitment, the time commitment. If you're ready to invest that time, and then this course is for you.
And I'll put up something about the course with some detailed explanation.
Yeah,
So you
yeah.
can just
Thank
have a
you.
look at it tomorrow or later on
Sure,
today.
sure,
I'll do
sure.
that. Well, that's wonderful. So Shreyan, since this is about manifestation, can you give us a little tip on how do you know that you're asking for the right thing? I know a lot of people have anxiety about that. You know, like you want to ask for something, but then how do you know if this is the right thing that you're asking for and that you're asking for it in the right way?
So that is what we are going to learn on all this course. So just see when you're in a right emotional state, then you'll make the right choice,
Yeah.
right? So suppose if you're living in flight and fight mode, all you're thinking is about you're very narrow focused. All you're thinking is about survival, right? So say I'll give you an analogy. Like suppose a tiger, you're in a jungle and a tiger is attacking you. Now, all you will think about is just saving your life, right? And at that time, somebody asks you, "What do you want to have for dinner tonight?" You will say, I mean, obviously, you say that right off. I care a hell about dinner. I first let me save my life, right? So you can't think creatively,
Yeah.
and this is how we are living a life, always in flight and fight mode. So we are not even making the right choice. We are only thinking in the state of survival. But once you learn how to transform your emotions, and then you'll make a right choice. And then you'll have, with sight you can see things, but with insight you will understand things. You can see beyond. And meditation gives you, and this course will give you that insight. Then you have a lot of intuitions. Intuition is being in tune with. Once you're in tune with yourself, then you'll have the right sense. Otherwise we always think logically. But logic does not produce magic. If you want to really produce magic in your life, you have to combine consciousness. You have to the true power, which is really we create. It is the consciousness which creates. I mean, there are so many intelligent people who make stupid mistakes and not been successful in their life. And at the same time, there are so many people who have not studied so much, but they are emotionally very well balanced, and they will probably hire intelligent people, but because of their emotional intelligence,
Yeah.
and they have become successful in their life. So I believe both. It's a combination. We need both. It's a combination of uh, IQ with EQ, and not just EQ, also AQ. Today, the world is changing so fast. AQ is your adaptability quotient. It's not just intelligent quotient or emotional quotient. Now we also need adaptability quotient, because by the time we are studying something or learning some skill, it is becoming outdated. Our children are learning something. By the time they will be graduating, the world would have changed. And today is about robotics and artificial intelligence, things which we have only imagined, but today we're seeing that happening, right? So what is more important is to how to become adaptive, how to or I would also say adversity quotient. When life is throwing you challenges, all of a sudden the business model is changed. Your old ways of business is no more serving you. It is no more profitable. So now you have to make a U-turn, make a different choice altogether. You're going through some adversity. How do you adapt to that? How do you take the punches of life so gracefully, and then in spite of those challenges make the right choice? So this is all what we're going to learn in these 28 days.
You also cover healing relationships, forgiveness, and how important that is. You cover gratitude, you cover transgenerational healing, you cover soul
Also heal your
contracts,
body,
soul
how to heal your
journeys,
body, heal
past
your body,
lives, how to
epigenetics.
heal your body.
Yeah,
Yeah, so it's like a mega packed course to really help you in each area of your life, isn't it? It's quite
yeah,
amazing.
absolutely.
Somebody also asked in the beginning, where does karma fit into all this? Where does karma fit into meditation, manifestation, and mindfulness?
So it's a very good question, and I cover a lot in detail in this workshop. I take the topic karma also. So it's always so karma is our is whatever actions, thoughts, emotions, actions which we have taken in the past, our old belief systems, our old patterns, yeah, or hardwired patterns, and based on that, we make a choice in this lifetime. We design our life. In between lifestyles, we design our life, our relationships around us, and then we go through that. But karma does not mean punishment. We don't need to go through that. If we can learn the lessons, so we came to the planet Earth to learn the lessons, and that's how we learn the lesson in evolve and grow. But if you learn the lessons earlier, if you through the help of meditation, or through spirituality, or through whatever is your or whatever your practice is, maybe reading a book or whatever you learn the lessons, you don't need to go through that karma. You can transcend karma. So it's always you always have a free will. It's a choice. It's always a free will versus karma, and a free will can always supersede karma. Because if you take a choice that, oh, I want to transform my life today, so you don't need many lifetimes to go through that karma. You can transform it in one lifetime, in 1 year. So it's a choice. So that's why it's about free will versus karma, and with the help of free will, with taking power of a free will, we can transcend karma. But most of the time, our free will loses because like we have 60 to 70,000 thoughts in a day, and 90% of these thoughts are actually coming from our past. So only 5 to 10% of our creative thoughts are dreams, aspirations, but 90% we are reliving our same thoughts, same emotions, and that's why life is not changing. And just program, it is hardwired, and that's why it's so unconscious. So it's always a free will between it is a fight between the free will and the program. 5% of the free will fighting as the 95% of the program, and most of the time the program wins.
Yes.
But it is because our body is just not the muscle memory; it is also our body memory, and which is represented by feelings. Our feelings have become a means of our thinking. We are thinking something because we are feeling something, and then that's how we are thinking. Now, with the free will, we take charge of our thinking, and we learn how to think according to our feeling, how to feel according to our thoughts. We have a positive aspirations or dreams or desires. Now, how to transform our feelings, how to translate the feelings in corresponding with those thoughts. And then practice and practice and practice time and again, so that become hardwired. It's called neuroplasticity. Nerve cells that wire together, and that becomes hardwired into your brain, and then it becomes your natural state. Then that becomes your natural feeling state, and which that becomes the means of thinking. So it's a whole journey. In 28 days, we learn from feeling to thinking to feeling. That's how that's the
Become a
journey.
mechanic of taking out those feelings and putting in different feelings, breaking the habit of being yourself. Really, I
Yeah,
feel your course like rewires everything inside. So that's really the sum total of that course, guys. The sum total of Shreans and Varun Daga's amazing mega course, Manifestation Decoded, is that you become mechanics to rewire your entire life. Everything. Isn't it? I really feel that,
absolutely,
Shreyans.
absolutely.
Every cell in your body changes.
And we have
There's
done a lot of
nothing you
tests. We've
don't
done
touch.
People have done workshops or courses. We have done a lot of. I mean, I love science, so I love so many gadgets. We've checked their all their parameters, health parameters. We have had a lot of patients who have any physical disabilities. We have seen them, and then we have seen the reports after the workshops. After like last 21 days workshop, we see the reports after the workshop. We've seen drastic change. And
Yes.
not only do they change, and not now they are devices to check not just physical parameter but also energy parameters, and we have tested that, and so it's very evidence based, and we're seeing results. Yeah.
It's amazing. And somebody just asked, will there be question and answers every day? So
Yeah, yeah,
yes.
absolutely. So the schedule is every day we have a 2 hours, which is a combination of talk and meditation, and after that, 30 minutes will be Q&As or sharing, and so that and why Q&A is so important because I believe one question can help everybody's everybody get their answers. So 30 minutes will be doing Q&A, which will be of course optional to attend, because I understand 2 hours itself is a lot of time on online. But you are welcome to ask questions and stay in that Q&A session also. Yeah.
And then, of course, Shreyans, later on, it is going to be there on YouTube for people who want to catch up with the
Oh yeah,
question
yeah, yeah.
answers.
All the recordings will be there on YouTube. All the recording, if you're registered for the workshop, then the whole edited workshop will be there on our website. So you can access this lifetime, yeah, including all the meditations, everything will be there. All our slides, everything, yeah.
So someone just asked, how are healing and meditation different?
So from the quantum perspective, it's not different. In a sense, all healing is what? It's the absence of disease. Healing, be healed is your natural state. So dis-ease. When you're not at ease, it's called dis-ease. From the quantum perspective, all disease is incoherence of energy. So when the energy is not coherent, it eventually turns into the physical body. First, it is emotional incoherence, and then then it turns into the physical body, and then we see it as a disease, what we call it, in true sense. But actually, it's all psychosomatic. And with meditation, we reboot ourselves. Right? It's not about we are healing ourselves. We are bringing our energy back to the state of ease. And when you're in a state of, which is a natural state, and when you're in a state of ease, your body anyways heals. If the body follows it up, the body is only doing the catch up with your emotional state, and the body heals. And that's what. So healing is the byproduct. It's just a result of meditation. You don't have to worry. It just naturally happens. You don't really have to think that, oh, I have to heal. If you have healed yourself emotionally, physical healing will follow.
That's wonderful. So before we finish, we have 10 more minutes. Shreyans, would you give us a little, a sort of a little summary about what manifestation will be covered in this? Will the live sessions or recorded ones, will it be live sessions? No, it'll be live sessions.
No, it will be all live
Somebody's
sessions. So
asking if it's live
I'm doing
sessions.
morning
Yes,
and
it's live
evening.
session.
I'm doing morning 6 to 8 in the morning, and the same topic I'll be repeating again in the evening 5 to 7. So depending on, because I mean a lot of people are joining from overseas, so depending on everybody's time schedule, one can choose morning or evening, or you are welcome to of course join both.
And somebody again asked
And you
about
are
the breakup of the
it's
sessions. So there'll be knowledge, meditation, and then question answers, right?
yes, knowledge, experience, and Q&A. Yeah.
And the knowledge is amazing.
Yeah,
Will
and I
you
believe
bring a
this time and
session on a good
inspiration this.
diet?
Pardon?
Someone wants to know, will you bring a session on a good diet?
Yeah, I'm covering a topic on food also, food and diet, but from a very different perspective. And you will know it once you join it. Yeah, from a very energy perspective, you know. Yeah. I would say inspirational diet or intuitive diet, you know. So we'll be covering that. Yeah.
So, Shreyans, will you tell us a little bit about the manifestation that you cover the process in a few
So you know,
sentences?
so a lot of topics we'll be covering, a lot of techniques you'll be going to go through, you know. So there are 5 steps of manifestation where we first we learn how to do brain coherence, how to achieve brain coherence, then heart coherence, you know. So and then third step is creative visualization. Once you are mentally and emotionally in the right place, then you saw what you want to manifest in your life. You know, then you're in the right state to then you are ready to be ready. So first, that's why it's important to have that brain and heart in the right coherent state, and then you visualize what you want in your life. A lot of times people say, "Oh, I visualized, but it didn't work." But first, you have to go into the right emotional state, right mental state, and then you have to visualize what you want. If you're visualizing from the state of lack, if you're visualizing abundance from the state of lack, then you'll manifest more of lack. Actually, visualization is a double-edged sword. If, so it's first, it is important to be in the right place. If you have to be in the right state of gratitude, satisfaction, content, joy, and first we take you in that state, and then you visualize what you want. Then you're in a right emotional state. Then you're able to even feel what you are visualizing. Otherwise, you are thinking abundance, but you are feeling lack. And eventually what you feel about is what you bring about in your life. So then it is not, then it is counterproductive, then you attract more of lack, and you say, oh shit, what happened? you know so that's why a right technique is so important. There's such a thin line, and that's why we talk about 28 days, so that you really learn systematically. We are learning, we are lifetimes of trauma. We are dealing with life. We are erasing lifetimes of trauma. We are dropping lifetimes of pain and suffering, and connecting to nature. So all I need you to just invest these 28 days, and I promise you, you will regain health, relationships, abundance in your life, financially also, and also reverse your age much more than these 28 days. So again, you're saving time. You will not lose time.
Yeah. So someone has just asked Shreyans, exactly a person with zero bank balance can't visualize and feel for millions.
So that's why, so exactly, very rightly asked. So we are so obsessed. We are so obsessed with the current situation. So that's what logical thinking is. I have no balance in my bank. How can I think abundance, or how can I think, and that's what we teach you, very structured, in very methodologically. So that's why it's so important to first disconnect with the external environment. That's why we become nobody, no one, nowhere, no place, no time. Completely empty your mind and withdraw your attention from the current environment, current situation in your life, as if that does not exist. And then we focus on what we want in our life. But if you are focused, if you are obsessed with the current environment, with the current situation, then we cannot create magic in our life, because we'll always think logically, and as I told you, logic does not produce magic. So to really change, to really transform, to really bring magic in our life, we have to first learn how to disconnect, from a current environment, from the current situation. And that's what we learn, and that's why that is why it is a step by step process.
Yeah.
And then we teach how to practice surrender also. After visualization, how to practice surrender, how you visualize what we want and how we want it, how you leave it to the universe, to the quantum field. It's like, I'll give you an example. Um, a couple was working very hard. They wanted a dream house, and this person was visualizing that, and we know how Bombay housing is so expensive, and he wanted to say, only if I get 10 crores, I will get the house. So he was visualizing, and he was telling, so he told me, sir, I'm visualizing 10 crores, but today I don't even earn 10 lakhs in a month. I don't know how to visualize 10 crores. And I said, take the money out of the equation. You want a house, then focus on the house. Visualize the house, the dream house, and coincident and 6 months later, his father-in-law gifted him a house, to them a house, and which was probably more than 10 crores. So you don't know how the universe wants to give you, but we want to put money in that equation, and only through money it can happen. But things can manifest in many ways.
Yes.
So we have to drop logic. We have to drop, oh, my bank balance is that. Money is only one means of getting what you want. But there can be many means of getting what you want, of which money is one means, which is of course the important means, but it is not the only means.
Yeah.
And if that is the means, and if it has to manifest through that means, then you will get that also. So that's what you leave it to the universe. Right?
Let me see if there are any more questions. Sorry, Shreyans, that I have to do this. Oh, no. Okay, one second. Yeah, lovely. I just turned off commenting for 2 minutes because I think I've seen all the questions. Shreans, that was absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much. And
Pleasure. Pleasure. It's really my
I
honor,
just
my
feel
privilege
so
to
lucky
really,
that you did
really
this.
enjoy. Yeah. And thanks to all the audience for your time. Really, really thank you for the gift of your attention. Uh, really, looking forward to see you for the 28-day workshop. Yeah.
Yes, even I'm really looking forward to learning more from you. And really, it's been such a privilege. I really thank you, Shreyans.
Thank you. Thank you, Nandini.
So
Thank you so
kind of
much.
you to have done this.
My pleasure. Absolutely. Thanks.
Is there any last words of wisdom that you want to give us?
So, I mean, I would just say that this is the time in history which is not enough to know, but to become how, but to know how and to become it. And that you only do it through practice, through diving deep into it, and and that's where meditation plays such an important role. I would say knowledge without experience is philosophy. Experience without knowledge is ignorance. And only when you combine knowledge with experience is true evolution or wisdom. So let's combine our knowledge with experience, and then really the transformation happens. And I encourage all of you to do that. Yeah.
Yes, I really thank you from the bottom of my heart. I mean, the most amazing thing about you is your pure intention. It's just so, it fills my heart with joy. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Nanti.
And
Thank
guys,
you.
please join the course. We'll see you there on next Wednesday.
Yes, next one, exactly a week from now.
Thank you. Bye. Thank you everyone for
Thanks, Nanti.
joining.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you. Bye,
Shreyans.
everyone. Thank you so much.
Bye.